Welcome back to the 2023 World Series of Poker. It is time for the 1K Seniors Championship final table. $765,000 up for grabs for whoever will outlast 6 players at today's final table. We are down to the final 7 with none other than the former winner of this event, Mr. Dan Heimiller, in the lead with a whopping 59 million chips, courtesy of last night's epic showdown. Queens versus Ace King. Let me get this straight here right at the top of the show. Lonnie Hallett, second in chips, 55 million, but of course, all eyes on Poker Hall of Famer and 7-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner, Billy Baxter. Ooh, it's going to be an exciting one. My name is Remco Rinkma. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It is going to be some hard-hitting, fast-paced action because we have plenty of short stacks at today's final table and we have massive pay jumps on the line. I can already tell you that these players came to play. Actually, you know, Shannon Fahey, last woman standing, held her own tremendously last night, courtesy of winning Kings versus Aces versus Lonnie Hallett to keep her alive. And since that moment, she's been aggressive, picking her spots, and is now in a great position to notch up a massive, massive score. The final 7 are guaranteed $122,000. Next player out is going to get $158. We'll keep you updated on the payouts. You can also find them in the description of today's video.
Indefensible.
Like I said, stacks are shallow to start. Rudolph Forey from South Africa, you see him there on the right-hand side, wearing the glasses. He is our short stack with 6 big blinds. Heimiller sitting on 98 big blinds.
Gave my deuce 6 a free look. So.
What's up, everyone in the chat? I see Teddy there, Russell, Christy, Ed Rojas. A lot of our regulars are some of my favorite people watching today. If you are new to our streams that are free, please know that I'm trying to turn this into a bit of a fun show. Also, big shout out to everyone watching on PokerGO. I got the chat open. Don't hurt my feelings today, please. I'm watching you guys.
Well, next time you guys want to come back.
We already got some Rudolph Forey fans in the chat on PokerGO. Let us know where you all are watching from, and let us know who you are rooting for. Action on Billy Baxter, the legend, raising the button with King Jack off. Baxter last night had an epic comeback, was down to just 2 big blinds, even folded pocket 7s to a shove. Then he hit a run of cards, won a few showdowns, and now he is in a very nice spot to potentially win his 8th World Series of Poker bracelet. Hallett in the small blind, choosing aggression. Queen 9 offsuit is going to 3-bet to 3.6 million. I had a ton of coffee, if you guys can't tell. I am extremely hyped up for today's action. Action back on Billy Baxter. And he's going to let this one go. This is the Billy Baxter style. You guys have to understand, this man tries to avoid big risks. He wants to play small pots. He doesn't want to risk his whole stack, and that has brought him to this point so far. Baxter might open a lot of hands, but is also totally okay letting go. We are on a long delay to start today's stream. This to make sure we can cut out the breaks, because I know you guys all have some kind of attention disorder, just like myself, and we don't want y'all to get distracted. We want to keep everyone locked into this final table right now. There's a look at Forey. King 6 off into the muck, only 6 bigs. He's going to have to make something happen real soon. Dan Heimiller wearing the winner chicken dinner t-shirt. I cannot see how anything will go wrong for him today with a t-shirt like that. All right, we got a good bunch of supporters for people from all over the world, from 4 people all over this table, which is awesome. Poca Paloma says, go Heimiller, or Fahey, or Baxter. Wouldn't that be something, having those 3 players in the final 3? $765,000 up top. One of the biggest no-limit hold'em events of the 2023 World Series of Poker. Of course, outdone by an event such as the Millie Maker, which is ongoing right now. Still just shy of 200 people left in that event. Drummer says, I'm here to see the 40 ladder I mean, Rudolph Forey put on a masterclass laddering yesterday, being on a short stack for most of the action, and that has already earned him 6 figures. So good on him for making sure that he gets to take home as big as possible of a check. And let's go the ace-8 suited. Action folds to Cloninger, 8-5 off on the button.
Keep my bag. They took it. They usually go to the garbage.
Oh.
My bag.
Thank you.
My bag for my chip bag.
I have seen.
Where do the chip bags go? Garbage, right?
Fahey, king 6 off in the small blind.
Can I get which garbage?
She's going to raise it up and attack Forey, who's known as a very tight player, and she's going to continue to walk all over him as she did last night. Lots of people commenting in the chat, both on YouTube and on PokerGo, mentioning that Dan Heimiller is the most aggressive player and that he should be able to take this down. I'd say right now, Dan Heimiller has to be the favorite. 98 big blinds. A lot of players still to get knocked out, but this man has experience. He's won this event before in the past, and it would be insane if he were to be able to do it again.
Dan, the left blue stack has got a brown in it there. It's a good
Yeah, you
problem.
just made 400,000.
Thanks. Never know. I might have put that out there. And
if you're catching us on YouTube, please smash that like button and subscribe to the
called
channel. Let's get to 500 likes on today's video. That'd be amazing.
That could happen. The call could have been a race.
I did that early in day 1 where I threw out a $5,000 chip. You know what I mean? Instead of the $500 because they were too close in color for my eyes.
Oh boy.
Cloninger 2 5s.
And it was with
He's our
another
second
chip,
shortest
so
stack
it
with
was-
11 bigs. This might be a good opportunity for him to get his chips into the middle, attack those blinds.
The player over here, I miscounted his chips the other day.
Cloninger lets it go,
When I should have.
playing cautiously. We know that Fahey loves coming in for a raise and decides to let this one go. Forey, 6 deuce off, gives Heimiller a walk, who just happens to have ace king of hearts.
Well played.
4, 8, and 8.
And then I flopped a monster too, and then with that, it made it look like it was almost an angle shot to make it look like I didn't mean to bet that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
Like, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Your that flop saved your ace king yesterday.
It's 4 in the
There
small
was 2
blind.
better hands
also.
behind you.
Yeah.
But there was low
4
flop
in the
and
small.
calling obviously.
I was
Just went up.
raised for it.
Yeah,
Do you
but
know
I
what
want to see a low flop
Yeah.
and then I'm calling only.
Yeah.
It's still only a pair.
I don't think I can make the push without the pay.
All eyes so far on Forey. All the players at the table obviously hoping for the South African to bust out so they can at least
All in.
collect
Wait,
another
Millers.
$36,000. And there he is, Forey all in, only has a few chips left. He's all in for 2 big blinds.
Hold up.
He is very much aware of the fact that this shove is going to get called.
Not me.
I call.
And a call.
Oh, snap.
Heimiller lets it go. Forey all in with
Show
2
me
fives.
ace. No, that's what. No.
Can you push me those cards now?
Heimiller folds king 6 off, and Eng finds 2 9s. Let's get those graphics adjusted here as Fahey is not involved in this hand.
2, 3, 4. Let him sweat. Let him sweat. 2, 3, 4.
The South African contingency on the rail there, hoping for a double up.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, got the hearts covered as well.
Eng has 9s. He's in a great situation here. Waiting for the dealer to show us the flop here, as the South African is at risk. 5s versus 9s. Can Forey find it?
Oh my word!
Wow. 4, 6, 7. All of a
said to you,
sudden, he's looking
yes.
at an open-ended straight draw. Eng is looking for big cards for a board pair.
Hate it.
This is about as good as Forey could have hoped for. What's the turn? Show it to us.
3. We don't want to sweat, yeah. There's always a
card.
sweat. This
Yeah,
is
sweat
poker.
right here. See?
Jack
Pair the board,
spades,
pair the board.
change of thing.
Pair the board. Pair the board. Paint it. Paint it. Come on.
5, an 8, or a 3. That is what 40 is looking for.
Well done.
That is not it for Rudolph Missouri.
Well done.
Missouri laddered, found his way into 7th place at this final table. He definitely made the most of his run in this event. And Eng is going to take this one down. And we are down to the final 6 players in this event.
Play good, guys.
Rudolph Corey takes home $122,000.
It's not good for my high blood pressure.
Nice.
And Eng referencing his high blood pressure.
She emailed my boss last night. She's like, kind of like, no problem. I'm like, I didn't tell her the specifics. You know, she knew I came out here to play poker, but I'm not going to tell her the specifics. She'll need to know.
8-8, yes, sir.
She fires me, right?
Yeah, you've got a good cushion, you know, look for a new job.
Sounds like Gordon Eng's boss not aware of him being at this final table. Well, meanwhile, I'm hoping his entire office is putting this on the big screen. Action on Lonnie Hallett from Canada. One of the 2 remaining farmers at this final table. Lauren Cloninger being the other farmer. Sitting side by side here. Drummer in the chat says, now things get interesting. Indeed they will. Indeed they will. Don't have a massive short stack right now. Cloninger on 8 big blinds can still afford to wait a few more hands. But the middle class, so to say, at this final table, Fahey, Baxter, and Gordon Eng are between 14 and 19 big blinds. So
I'm running good. It's my turn now.
Heimiller
All
and
those
Hallett
bad beats I endured
likely
over the years,
able
come
to
on.
apply a lot more pressure
those bad
on their
beats.
opponents. Baxter finds king queen offsuit. Looks like he might be seeing a flop here, out of position.
Heads up.
Jack 4 rolls off the deck. Nothing there for Baxter. And as we've seen from Hallett many times, he's not one to slow down. He's going to continue here and likely take this one down. Juana's got cheering section as well. Quite a good rail today at the seniors event. Lots of friends and family in town.
High dance, like where the boys and girls are separated.
Michael asking in the chat, is the 10K horse final table going to air on PokerGO? Yes, tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern, the 10K horse final table will be live on PokerGO.com, so don't miss that. It's going to be quite an epic one. Late last night, Scott Seaver crumbled up his cards after losing a big pot, and he will start the final table today on a 1-round penalty. Have you guys ever seen that before?
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely mental stuff.
It is on you.
10K horse final table is going to be a great one. Fahey finds king queen offsuit. Very playable hand.
Raise needs to be 1.6. There we
I'm
go.
gonna get there eventually.
1.6
Said that was
million
one
is the
time.
bet.
Oh, mine's just
It went up.
Yeah,
it went up.
I missed that part. Sorry, guys. I can't.
Fahey
There's no
makes it.
clock for me to see anywhere. So
1.6 million.
It's only the,
Blinds are 400K, 800K with the 800K big blind
I wasn't
ante.
in the blind, so I didn't pay attention.
Hallett's going to defend here with queen 3 suited.
Heads up.
Interesting spot here for Fahey. Let's see if she can pick up some chips here.
Bet 2.5 million.
Fahey continues here with top pair. Backdoor straight and flush draws for Lonnie Hallett. Let's see if he wants to come along here. He does not. He lets it go.
Yeah.
Here's a look at GTO Wizard. Please scan the QR code on your screen right now to improve your poker game. You can also check out gtowizard.com/PokerGo. We have a special offer. You can try out their app for free for 24 hours, and after that, take 10% off the subscription. Let me tell you, Donnie Peters, who is on his way to join me for commentary, has been performing extremely well lately in tournaments, and he credits GTO Wizard. He does not credit my advice, which is absolutely worthless, but GTO Wizard has helped him a lot. So go check that out if you want to improve your poker game. What's up, people in the chat? Everyone having a good time today? Everyone having a good Monday? Or if you're in Australia, Tuesday. Maybe Australia's already on Wednesday. Who knows these days? They seem to be way ahead of the curve. Ace Queen off for Baxter.
Raise.
He's going to come in for a raise again. Don't think he's going to give this one up. 9-5 off for Hallett into the muck. Cloninger, Jack 3 suited, also a fold.
Easy as that. Got distracted by your phone ringing there.
Yeah.
Who's your big one?
What's the lines?
8 and 8.
Thank you.
Zaza Woksa on PokerGo chat says, Fahey looks younger than 50. They should check her ID. She announced at the table last night that she's 51 years old. This is her first time playing in the seniors event. So in a way, she is the young gun at this final table. Of course, minimum age for this tournament is 50. Axe folds around to Hallett on the button, king, queen offsuit.
Raise 2 million.
2 million is the raise from Hallett. Let's see if Cloninger finds something to go with. It's Jack 10 suited on just 6 big blinds. Lets it go again. Fahey lets go as well, and Hallett picks this one up. We're just waiting for the next big all-in.
More specific.
US Down Under says, not that far out of the curve, but 7-16 on a Tuesday morning in Brisbane. I love it. I love how we can reach people all over the world with these live streams. By the way, if you're just tuning in, my name is Remco Rinkema. The final 6 playing right now of the 1K Seniors Championship. 8,180 players in this event.
Seriously.
We're playing today for $756,000.
Damn.
It is absolutely astounding, the ROI that this event will provide for one of these players.
Can't believe raised to 2 million.
Smeeble is asking, has a woman ever won this event? I don't believe so.
Well played.
I'm an expert at playing the blind so far.
Second walk that Heimiller has received at this final table. First time he had ace king. Now it's queen jack offsuit. Cloninger getting closer and closer to all-in territory with just 6 big blinds.
Raise 2 million. $2 million.
Hallett is going to keep attacking the blinds and antes, making it 2 million to go.
It has to be exciting for everyone to watch. Right. I mean, except for me making mistakes with my chips left and right.
If you're just tuning in, all I ask for today
Come on.
is to
That was exciting, too exciting for me.
Very,
Smash.
very exciting.
that like
That
button.
was just, it just had to get dirty. Yeah, like.
It's a $30,000 hand right there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money to me. I don't know about you.
I've only looked at the top price.
I got to give credit
the only
to
one that
PokerGo
matters.
chat. Alan Jeffrey Schulman obviously won this event back in 2012, beating
Everything
Dennis
else in my
Phillips
life,
heads
I'm
up.
just in it for the jewelry.
Totally spaced on that myself. That was also an epic final table. Hoyt Corkins finishing in 4th place. Thanks for the correction there.
All in.
Chat pros helpful as always. Cloninger all in, A7 offsuit. Fahey looking at Queen Jack suited. This is only for a few big blinds. Let's see if she decides to
4.9
tangle
million.
here. Still a few players left to act behind her. She lets it go. Cloninger picks up some much needed blinds and antes. Giving me a chance to welcome to the show, Donnie Peters. Oh, hold on, Donnie, try that again.
Hello, how are you?
I had your mic turned off.
There you go.
Good. Come on, chat, give Donnie a shout. This man has just busted from a World Series poker event and came straight to hang out here to get cheered up by the action in the seniors event.
That's right. Let's go.
I must say, you probably missed or you probably were sad about the idea of missing out on this epic final tour.
I mean, dealing with those horrible people that I just had to play poker with, I'm so happy to be back here. Just top 10 most annoying people ever.
Were you playing the daily deep stack?
No, I was playing the 3K.
No luck for Donnie in the 3K no limit. He's drowning his sorrows with kale juice.
Well, this is some immunity shot. But I feel like these have been helping me during the summer.
You've not gotten sick yet.
No, I did get sick, but I had one day,
And then you were back.
and then I was back.
They all think in the chat that you're losing on purpose so you can do commentary.
I mean, we don't have to tell, like, the people that invested in me that, but yes, you guys are correct.
To Montreal Punter and the other players or people in the chat interested. The 10K horse final table is tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on PokerGo.
5.8 million.
Fahey making it 2.2 million. Hallett 3-betting to 5.8. We got some real action here.
Right? Yeah.
Just lost though.
You only had 2 minutes.
Sorry, I won't try that again.
Nine now. 9.
Now.
Nearly a fish round.
Raise 2.4 million.
So far, Donnie, all you've missed is Forey's elimination. He had pocket 5s against the 9s of Eng. And right now, all eyes are on Cloninger, who is our short stack.
Raise
Oh, he's going to put it in. And Lonnie Hallett only has to call a few more chips.
I don't want to.
He has to call.
He doesn't really want to do it, but he makes the call.
Ace deuce.
Live cards, though, for Lonnie Hallett to potentially send Cloninger to the rail. Ace high, still a favorite, though.
Ace deuce.
In Canada, you don't fold.
He's already in 3-4 million.
All right, let's see the flop here. 8-4 versus Ace Deuce. Jack 7-3. So far, so good. Looking clean for Cloninger. He's going to have to fade an 8 or a 4 to secure a double up to 13 million. Turn card. Oh, it's an 8. Disaster strike for Cloninger. He's going to need an ace right now to survive, as Lonnie Hallett takes the lead in this hand. The river card is the 10 of clubs, and we say goodbye to Lauren Cloninger in 6th place. Tremendous run for him.
Good,
ultimately.
Good luck to you.
His hand would not hold up. He collects $158,000 for his 6th place finish. A round of handshakes, as these players have all gotten to know each other over the last few days.
That'll buy some new, a new tractor or something, you know, for the farm out in California.
Or perhaps, you know, a fun vacation with his 2 daughters and 6 grandchildren.
Oh, yes.
Of course, shout out as well to his wonderful partner, Judith. That's what he said on his bio sheet. He called her his wonderful partner. So there you go. Cloninger out the door in 6th. We are down to 5. So far, the shortest stacks have been eliminated, and if we continue on that trend, that would mean Gordon Eng is next to go. But the stacks are a little deeper right now. I wouldn't call it a deep stack tournament at this point, but there are some more options to play.
Baxter here coming in with the raise, and Hallett picks one up. Baxter with the ace 10 suited. Not the biggest stack for Baxter. Hallett's going to move all in here.
Wow. Hallett with the best of it. Baxter earlier folded to a 3-bet. He's been
tricky spot here for Baxter. Probably some pairs that Hallett shoves that you're flipping with, you know, if he has got king, queen, king, jack, and you're ahead there. Of course, you're dominated by the aces, but you're also blocking better aces, so not the easiest spot here, and Baxter doesn't have the deepest stack.
Baxter, of course, looking over at the other stacks at the table, realizing that him and Eng are very close together. He is one of the short stacks right now.
Well, you raised it at 4-8. That's...
I don't think he has 4-8 this time. I mean, I know we can see the cards, but it's a totally different situation, totally different dynamic.
Baxter referencing the previous hand.
Well, you have to go home or play.
All right, go home or play, and Billy Baxter chooses play as he risks his tournament life with ace-10 suited versus the ace-queen of Lonnie Hallett. Baxter chasing his 8th World Series of Poker bracelet, but right now,
it's a lot different.
Not looking too hot
against him.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I still think
as he's the underdog heading into this all-in showdown. All right, let's see the flop here. Ace-10 versus ace-queen, or some spades perhaps. Oh, there it is, a 10 on the flop. Billy Baxter on his way to stay alive in this event. Hallett now down to just 3 outs.
Who's this guy?
Billy Baxter cannot be killed. 5 on the turn. Make sure that Hallett only has 3 outs. River card, let's see it. It is an ace, and Billy Baxter once again finds himself a double up. Big sigh of relief there for the 7-time champ. Donnie, I can see some adrenaline in his eyes there.
Oh yeah, he's feeling it now. Down to 5 in the record-setting seniors championship.
Well, you had me.
Just like last night, this event does not disappoint.
Certainly does not. We're going to have to demand that the seniors championship
play good.
is on the schedule for streaming every single year.
Well, Donnie, you know what we have coming on at the end of this week?
What's that?
The Super Seniors.
Oh, baby.
The Super Seniors.
Super duper
I
seniors.
didn't want to call, but you know what? Your money gets gone so fast. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I mean, if you're
You
scared,
gotta-
if you're gonna go home anyway, if you're scared to put it in.
Nice hand.
You gotta wonder. Yeah, sometimes it's.
I mean, I'm over here. I hadn't really done nothing, and I was almost broke. So
I just love Billy Baxter's old-time gambling lingo.
Play or go home.
Play or go home.
Put that on a T-shirt in our shop
Play or go home.
with Billy Baxter's face on it. If you're in the chat with us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. Almost 6,000 people watching already. Absolutely loving it. This stream is heating up. Absolutely heating up. Maritza on PokerGO chat is asking, what is Super Seniors, 65 plus? I believe that it is.
I'll look it up.
Is it 60 or 65? It's one of those two.
Raise 2.2 million.
Fahey sticks with her aggressive pre-flop style.
It's a lot different.
Quite impressed with Fahey's play.
60 years
Is it
or
60?
older. Yep, 60 years and older.
All in.
$1,000 buy-in,
Raise
just
all
like
in.
this one. One re-entry.
Why don't we have a super duper seniors for like 70 plus?
I mean, why not?
I mean, I think the gambling would be even better in those ones. Heimiller here, 3-betting, ace-10 offsuit from the big blind.
So you gotta go home
you're
sometimes.
right.
Donnie, if you're
That's where I
Fahey
was
here,
at. You know, it was like,
can you
fuck 'em
commit
all.
your chips with
Go
king-eight
away.
suited, or do you still have
No, I agree with you. But
too many chips to gamble with?
Well, you know what? The way the blinds
I
and
think the
all
way
are
that this one
bigger
played
than
out,
this,
you
it's
probably
like-
have to fold it, but
I mean,
I mean,
you
king eight's
might
pretty good.
sit around and
Probably
take
good
some
enough to have
hands
just
and
moved
all
all
that.
in there pre-flop. I mean, I know you're getting called by the ace-10, but king eight suited there in a heads-up position, all in for your chips, not the worst of it. Probably want to just try and run out 5.
Which a lot of people wouldn't know. That's the right play though to call once you had.
Last year's Super Seniors event had 2,669 entries, almost $2.4 million in the prize pool.
Absolutely love it.
So if we're going by how things have been going this year, they're probably going to get 3,500, 4,000 this year. All these smaller buy-in, no-limit events have been absolutely crushing, so I expect that trend to continue. Another big field, and then we'll have that final table stream on PokerGO or on YouTube or wherever it is.
Meanwhile, Hallett and Heimiller have both been chipping up so far at this final table.
Yeah, shades of yesterday with those two as the big stacks. Here, I mean,
Did you?
it's pretty much if Heimiller folds, then Hallett should be in the pot. If Hallett folds, then Heimiller should be in the pot. I mean, that's how these two should probably approach this one right now, especially with these pay jumps getting extremely meaningful. Hang and Fahey are going to need to find a hand and go with it. Billy Baxter has a little bit more breathing room now after that double up, but speaking of a hand and going with it, Fahey, 2 kings.
Wow.
There we go.
Shannon Fahey, fresh off of having to fold versus Heimiller when he put her all in. Finding an absolute premium here. Kings were kind to her last night.
Oh, yes.
Last night she spiked a king versus the aces of Lonnie Hallett. Let's see if she can find some action here with
Hang
pocket
looks
kings.
like, or Hang, he looks like he's got.
Oh, kings versus
the
kings.
other kings.
I mean,
this event is out of control.
of course, both players here hoping to get the other player all in.
Oh, yes.
All in.
All right,
Raise all in.
chat, let us know who's going to make a flush. That's the only thing we can root for in this situation.
Wow. Let's
go.
We have kings versus kings.
Black versus red.
Wow, unbelievable.
What suit are we going to see on this flop to make it interesting? Of course, they're going to split this flop the vast majority of the time.
Black. Black.
Black versus red.
Always bet on black.
Have a
Come on.
sweat.
Donnie, I'll take hearts.
All right, I'll take spades. You gotta take spades, right? I mean,
I mean, Faye has done it before winning with kings when she was the underdog. Let's see what comes out here. Oh, it is hearts!
oh, we got all hearts. Remco called it. Look at Faye, he can't believe it.
Oh my God.
Gets it all in with the best hand. Now she has a sweat. Look at her. She can't even look. She's pacing.
Oh my God. Fahey, one heart away.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my God. Gordon Eng eliminated in 5th place.
Run.
Kings versus Kings. What an absolutely epic hand here at this final table. Shannon Fahey is shaking her head. She cannot believe it. I don't want to say that I called it, but I called it.
That's just about a
think
double
she has
up
too many
for
million
Shannon
dollars,
Fahey as she eliminates Gordon Eng in 5th place. Gordon Eng, take a photo. That is a bad beat that you should prove to your friends. Unbelievable way to go out there. Kings versus Kings. Just sick to go out like that.
Wow. This event has been stellar.
Yeah.
It has been so exciting. We are down to the final 4. And Donnie, if you had asked me at the start of this final table to write down 4 names for the final 4, I probably would have picked these 4.
It's a good pick, yeah.
Lonnie Hallett, very aggressive. Shannon Fahey has showed her chops last night. And it's always good to have a women deep in these tournaments. And then Heimiller and Baxter, the 2 biggest names. All right, final 4. Let's play some poker.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Before we forget to mention it, by the way, Gordon Eng collects $205,000 for his 5th place finish. I'm sure he'll be a little bit disappointed losing there with Kings, but still, amazing payday. 4th place will get $269,000. So, once again, another $64,000 pay jump. And they just keep on getting bigger. Dennis S. with the $5 donation says, that's a 1% knockout. 98% of the time you chop, 1% you lose, 1% you win.
So crazy.
What a crazy hand.
Great. 2.2 million.
Now the players are facing about an $85,000, $86,000 pay jump between 4th place and 3rd place. Much deeper stacks now than what we've had. All right, Baxter's going to make the call here. Heimiller opening it up effectively on the button because there's a dead button with Gordon Eng's elimination on the last hand. Heads up to the flop.
Check.
Ace, 8, deuce, 2 diamonds. Baxter checks and Heimiller checks.
Check.
7 on the turn. Baxter's king high still best. He checks.
Check.
Heimiller checks. King on the river.
This is the first time we've reached a river card without me screaming my lungs out because we were all in before.
Yeah. 3 million.
3 million from Baxter. Some little posturing there from Heimiller. He does fold his 5 high. More chips for the legend Billy Baxter.
When they have a chance, they should get the clock right. It says 6 players left. 6 players left. Maybe they change it.
I don't know how to change it.
Heimiller making sure they get those pay jumps.
Of course.
Four-handed play, Donnie. How are these dynamics changing? Of course, Hallett and Heimiller are basically unchanged at the top of the counts. Fahey and Baxter having picked up some chips along the way.
Yeah, I mean, deeper stacks. We should now see a little bit more play. You know, see some flops, not just be all in every time. Oh, Baxter there folding the ace, 7 of spades. Four-handed. I mean, four-handed, your range does have to open up a bit, or blinds and ante are going to come around much quicker and just eat you alive. Fahey here in the big blind with king 3. She does elect to fold.
Final little side note here: when that 4th heart hit on the turn, I almost knocked our mixer off the table. The seniors event is going to make me throw my back out. If you're enjoying the seniors event, please hit that like button. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes on today's seniors event. That would be absolutely amazing. Coming into this stream yesterday, I did not imagine us getting this much exciting action. But Donnie, I almost am certain.
Listen, you were riding your bike. I was fighting with everyone. I was like, we got to put the seniors up. They were like, no, it's not going to be, no one's going to watch. I was like, I'm telling you, it'll be exciting. Yesterday was absolutely out of control. Probably the most excitement we've had on a live stream to date this summer. Then
100%.
today has been amazing too. So, yeah, let's go. And that's saying a lot because we've had some exciting streams.
100%. 100%. The Avenger raising it up.
That's right.
Lonnie Hallett calling himself the Avenger. Farmer from Stettler, Alberta.
What do you think they farm up there? Isn't it too cold to farm?
It's probably wheat. I think someone in the chat last night said Alberta is wheat and meat.
Wheat and meat.
Two of my favorite things.
I mean, yeah.
Give me a steak sandwich, please.
Sounds like you need to go make friends with Mr. Hallett over there.
They don't have a floor? No floor?
There's a floor.
We need to know before you deal. So.
Yeah, I just realized it. Every tournament I played in small tournament I played, they went to half ante at 4. You've done that yourself, right?
Look at these seniors trying to get a deal.
Can you grab the floor?
Half ante at 4? What? No way. Come on.
That's bullshit.
That's hard to believe. There's no floor.
Oh, they're running two.
Yeah, there's only one table. Yeah. We're only one table.
I would say double the ante. Let's go. Let's play some poker. People in the chat are saying seniors discount.
A half ante at 4 players. They do it at small tournaments.
It's not on the structure, so we're...
Bob Smith looking at Dan Heimiller like he's absolutely crazy, which, you know, is kind of understandable.
If it's on the structure, I'd be more than happy, but it's not at all.
Okay, I just noticed in the small tournaments they did that.
You're right. I do it.
Well, Dan, this is the World Series of Poker. This ain't no small tournament.
So I apologize.
Same for everybody.
Come on, Bob. Don't apologize. Let's get on with it. Let's play some cards.
But it's just an oddity.
Was complaining about, you can't wear a mask. And I said, sir, and I handed him a mask. I said, now you're even.
Bob Smith, one of the legends here, running the show.
Nice looking ace-8 of diamonds here for Hallett. Should come in with a raise. 2.2 million it is. Ooh, ace-queen for Fahey. She's got 22 bigs. Could see a 3-bet jam here. Could see a 3-bet to a smaller sizing. See what she wants to come with. Looks like option B is what she's going to take.
5.5.
There's 2 together.
Small 3-bet here from the button. Hallett has been known to call 3-bets, so we might go see a flop here.
He might also just put it in.
I mean, what would you do if you're Hallett here?
I mean, to be honest, I kind of prefer a fold. I know we can see the cards, but I have not, between yesterday and today, seen Fahey step out of line. She's usually very strong in these spots.
Hallett is going to make the call, getting him into some potential trouble if an ace were to flop. Jack 10 rolls off the deck.
And really not much there at all for Hallett. He doesn't have any diamonds on the board. Fahey, of course, does have the Broadway draw and 2 overs to the board. She might just move it all in. There it is.
Good recognition there from Fahey.
Saw her do a little something similar. She had ace-king yesterday in a 3-way pot. She just moved it all in when she got checked to her, got it through. Here, same sort of thing. Well done by Fahey.
Buy cards until the pot's coming.
Big fan of her playing style.
She's patient, she plays good cards, and, you know, she four flushes her opponents. I mean, what else can you ask for?
Small blind right now.
Fahey, a real estate trust manager out of California. I believe earlier when she hit that flush, I think she gave a kiss to her husband, who they've been married for 25 years this year.
Love it. Mother of 3. Twins, and then one more.
Gotta love it.
Pocket threes. Fahey continuing with the aggression, raising it up to 2.2 million. This is the name of the game right now, aggression. Staying on the gas, raking in pots left and right. So far, she's doing a great job.
Fahey's gonna, or sorry, Hallett's gonna defend. Understandably so. He's got the chips. He was in the big blind. Queen, 10, 9, rainbow.
Check.
Check, check. 6 on the turn, giving Hallett 2 pair. He's going to continue to play it slow. Check, check once again. River is a king. Check, check again. Fahey announces 3s, but those will be no good. Hallett's 2 pair 9s and 6s. And the rich get richer.
Yeah.
Oh, did Hallett not think he had 2 pair?
Nice hand.
He just announced the 6.
You didn't lose a
but he had
bet.
2
I
pair.
wasn't going.
So that check on the turn might have just been a misread of his hand.
Setting on the river with that board. I'm like, ugh.
All right, attention players, here for the 3K limit 6-max. Just about 15 minutes left. We're gonna get cards in the air.
3K limit 6-max, Don. You can still hop in. Some limit hold'em.
I don't know anything about limit hold'em. Other than it's played as hold'em, but definitely not good at that game.
Heimiller, ace-8 offsuit. Four-handed play. You're going to see a lot of raggedy aces raising it up. Billy Baxter is going to continue being conservative. It has brought him this far, so you might as well continue at this point. I'm going to put a poll in our...
I think Heimiller showed the ace there. The ace of spades, prettiest card in the deck.
I'm going to put a poll in the chat on YouTube to see who the chat wants to win. And if you're in the PokerGO chat, just let us know who you think is going to win. Payouts are absolutely massive right now. The final 4 guaranteed $269,000. Third will get $356,000. So those pay jumps absolutely massive.
Ready? 2.3.
About to hit 1,000 likes on the video. Absolutely love it. It's great to see that this event is so popular to watch. Hoodie Allen joining us in the chat. Big fan of Shannon Fahey. She's picking up fans every orbit, so it seems. And here we have a battle of the chip leaders, Hallett and Heimiller. Hallett raising it up to 2.3 million on the button. Heimiller defending his big blind. Queen 4-3 on the flop. Hallett flopping a pair of 3s. He's going to continue. Not much to go on for Heimiller. We've seen quite a few check raises with nothing in this event, but Heimiller decides to let this one go. Action folds to Heimiller in the small blind, king 7 suited.
Raise. 2.4.
Baxter lets it go, and Heimiller picks up another pot.
Can I get us about 10 of those blues?
For sure. You can have more if you like.
They'll make it 20.
A nice stack, yeah.
Yeah. That way I won't have to come back so soon. Thank you.
And again, players here for the 3K limit hold.
Lots of discussion in both chat rooms about
do other no-limit
the style of
tournaments have
play
the,
of these players.
Rule where you get to 4 players, you cut the ante in half. They didn't change any of the structures. Okay. This just they popped up in all those smaller tournaments. It popped up half ante for 4 players.
We don't do that here. It's the same all the way through.
Well, I remember Caesars was different than Bally's in that rule.
Yeah.
But Caesars and Bally's had different rules. That's true. I played smaller tournaments in both, and one said they were cutting the ante in half. The other one didn't do it.
I mean, I would believe that Caesars, Bally's, and WSOP are 3 separate entities. So the World Series is the full ante all the way through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they did it.
Dan Heimiller, 60 million chips, worried about the ante. Don't think he has to worry about that at all. Donnie, wouldn't it be in his? Wouldn't it be in his?
He should want the ante.
Yeah, I was going to say
quadrupled.
Wouldn't it be in his favor to have a bigger ante?
Yeah. Force those short stacks to get their money in and be able to apply pressure. And when you are applying pressure, you're going to be taking more chips away from other players.
Heimiller not making any friends in our chat. People are quite upset that he's even suggesting this.
Raise 2.2.
Call.
Heimiller raising with Jack 6 suited. Hallett calls with Ace 9. Fahey in the big blind is going to come along as well. We're going to have some 3-way action here. Baxter, the only spectator in this hand.
I'm just going to verbalize.
I was about to say that too, just in case.
Just to verbalize.
I gotta do that more often. Verbalize it, because everything foul.
Ten deuce 5, 3 spades on the flop. Hallett with the ace of spades. Looking real good here. Fahey, however, with a pair of 5s, has the best hand at this point. Hallett is going to lead here with his nut flush draw.
Not me.
Easy game.
Easy game indeed for Hallett, who's going to pick this one up. And, you know, for the first time at this final table, creates a little bit of separation between himself and Dan Heimiller. Baxter and Fahey still right around the same stacks. Liam says, this is much more enjoyable to watch than most events. I'm having a blast. This has been a great final table. Can't really say that the other final tables haven't been great to watch, but we've seen a ton of big all-in action here. Who doesn't like that? I'm personally a big fan of the big blind ante, as well as
that's my plan.
Bigger antes in general.
Yes.
Really drives the action, rewards aggressive play, and of course, we all want to see aggressive play.
I'm supposed to like jam, whatever, and, you know.
220 with the $5 donation says, thank you for the senior stream watching from Pittsburgh. Speaking of that, let us know in the chat where you're watching from. We've got a massive crowd involved viewing this final table. We'd love to know where everyone's from. And while you're at it, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Subscribing and liking helps us out a lot, allows us to do more streams in the future. Also, rule debate going on as well in the chat. I've never heard of an anti-reduction at the WSOP, Donnie.
I've never heard of it at the WSOP, but I know some places do it when you get down to shorter handed play at final tables. But
Hallett, Donnie, getting a little bit out of line here?
It would look so. I mean, that's an ambitious open from under the gun there. Especially when the other big stack is still to act behind you. And Hallett's going to call this 3-bet. I mean, this is,
wow.
This is an interesting hand.
Very interesting. King 8-8. Nothing there for Hallett, calling with 5 deuce off. Heimiller's ace high looking quite all right here.
Again, dealers in the 3K 6 max and players have not arrived. Please go ahead and start opening up the bags. Dump the chips in the seat, put the yellow slip on top of that, and put the bag on the back of the chair.
Heimiller bets 5 million, and it looks like we're going to see a raise here from Hallett with just 5 high. Ladies and gentlemen, the two big stacks are clashing. Can Heimiller figure this one out? Raising up to 14 million with 5 deuce offsuit.
This is a hand.
This is not your average poker tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
This is obviously putting Heimiller in a very tough spot. He doesn't want to jeopardize his position with these chips, but how is he going to proceed here?
Yes!
He does have to fold it. That's well done by Hallett.
Hallett calls a 3-bet with 5 deuce off and then just sticks 14 million in there with 5 high. I can't believe he's not showing those cards. Hallett really separating himself right now. 77.6 million, while Heimiller is down to 46.9.
Yes, I'd love a water. And can I get a glass of ice from you when you get a moment? A glass of ice from you when you get a moment? Ice. Just ice.
Couple of ice. Gentlemen, water.
Here you go, sir.
I feel like you always have to show there. Final table, 4-handed, 5 deuce off, pulling up a massive bluff. How can you not just relish in that moment and potentially put your opponent on tilt?
That might have really rocked Mr. Heimiller if he saw that 5 deuce off. Now pocket 6 is here for Heimiller.
Billy Baxter, meanwhile, hasn't played a hand ever since his double up. Has been blinded down from 27 million down to 19.6. And on this hand, he is exactly tied with Shannon Fahey. As we've lost the short stacks from this table, play has slowed down a little bit as far as the all-ins go. Still though, we're playing 400, 800K. Lots of chips up for grabs. Baxter has not won a hand in over 15 hands. Poker's Goat says, this is fantastic to see. No pros, just average Joes playing for big money from a 1K buy-in. Well, I mean, I think Dan Heimiller and Billy Baxter could be considered professional players. They've been around for many, many years, but these are not your average 30-year-old solver players. We're seeing some feel poker tonight.
Oh, of course. All the feels.
Heimiller is going to continue raising. Baxter is going to continue folding. And so far, it looks like Hallett has Heimiller's number. Does let go of this Jack-10 offsuit. 10-9 suited. I've said it before. One of the prettiest hands in poker.
Fahey does come along here from the big blind, so heads up to the flop. Fahey versus Heimiller. Queen 6 deuce with 2 clubs. Very good flop for Heimiller. Top pair and a flush draw. Fahey checks. Heimiller goes with 4 million. Is Fahey thinking of making a move here?
That will be bad timing as Heimiller has smashed this flop.
Nope.
She
gives it up.
I've too many chips in my pocket. It doesn't make, might not have made a difference anyway.
It's good.
Too many chips in my hand.
Here's a look at our PGT Dream Seed promotion. We are sending 3 annual subscribers to play in the PGT Championship $1 million free roll. $500,000 first prize guaranteed in that event. Join now or upgrade to an annual subscription of PokerGo. Use promo code DREAM30 to save $30 on your annual subscription. And there you go. You'll automatically be entered into our raffle. We're going to do our next drawing during the main event.
Yeah, July 17th, and if you get in now with an annual sub, you'll be able to watch the final table of the 10K horse coming up later today.
That's a very good point, Donnie. Very good point. Yeah, so sign up to PokerGo, get the annual sub if you want to be eligible for the $1 million free roll raffle. And we also have monthly and quarterly plans available, so get in there right now. We got an awesome final table tonight. 10K horse coming up. And of course, every day we are one step closer to the main event kicking off.
Oh, yes. Hallett here coming in with a raise. Ace, queen off. Fahey gives it up from the small blind. Heimiller folds to queen 8 from the big blind, and Hallett chips up a tiny bit there. Takes in the blinds and ante.
You're recruiting fans over there.
Yeah, I know.
You're recruiting fans. I was thinking maybe I should wear a Brazilian shirt on.
Yeah.
You know? Brazilian shirt.
You could fly your mother in like I did.
I was serious.
You can fly mom in like I did. You had to help her find the table.
Shannon Fahey flew her mom in for the final table, Donnie. Love to see it.
More blues.
I think what we got to do is just buy him a bunch of drinks. He'll be passed out at halftime.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Perfect.
Fahey finds pocket 4s on the button. Feels to me like a raising hand.
2.2.
A round of folds, and she takes this one down. Billy Baxter, Donnie, not really getting involved.
I mean, he hasn't seen any cards. 7-5 off, 6-3 off, 10-4 off there. So
I think they said 4:30 that they're going to play it, to start it.
Oh, they started that late?
I think that is what it's posted on.
That seems super late.
Well, it's so people keep on texting us during the turn the final table. I recall one year they were texting me, telling me the hands. I didn't even know it until he told me later. Hey, we were telling you what they had, because it was like only like a 15-minute delay or something.
It was like 40 minutes yesterday.
not true.
How long of a delay is it?
It's at minimum 30 minutes.
Yes.
Usually longer.
And we usually start with an even longer delay so we can cut out some of the breaks. But yes, we started today at 2 p.m. Vegas time. If you are just joining us, it's a lot of fun to cover this final table. My name is Remco Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me. We love providing you with the action. As Billy Baxter, like you said, Donnie,
he's playing this one.
Waiting for some cards.
Question is, how is he going to play it?
Well, the thing that I'm thinking is alarm bells will be going off as soon as he puts some chips in the middle here.
There is the 3-bet from Billy Baxter. Heimiller doesn't like it, understandably so.
6.9 million. Hefty 3-bet from Baxter. Heimiller lets it go.
Boy,
and Baxter finally wins one.
I drank before I got here, you know? Drank a little bit too much before I got here.
Billy Baxter chipping up there. He's up to 21.5 million. Shannon Fahey now the short stack. She's got 18.1 million.
Well, it's only 15 seconds. What's going on?
26 big blinds for Baxter, 22 for Fahey.
Apparently the dealer heard you. It didn't matter. We couldn't get another hand no matter what.
No, the production was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking to you on their phone? They're telling you to stall?
It's a win.
They got to go to the restroom too.
When you pay the big blind at one and get the button at another, to me that's a win.
No, I don't. It was enough time no matter what. It didn't make any difference. This hand's going to take at least 30 seconds.
I'd love to go for a walk. I haven't even looked yet.
Sounds as though players are going to take a short break. We're going to cut that break out, and in order to do so, we'll probably have about a 2-minute break. So not a very long break, but we will pause the action for just a few. I believe the players are going to go on a 15-minute break. And because we have a dynamic delay, we'll be able to cut that short a little bit. Meanwhile, Hallett
dinner break.
Raising it up from the small blind. Fahey lets it go from the big blind. Let's see if the players are going to play one more hand.
It's an hour break.
We have an hour break?
Hour break?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, they're kidding. They got to be kidding.
Okay. 15-minute break.
Why does it say 59?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're going to just keep your light packs on.
You never can tell.
All right, players are going to go on a 15-minute break. We're taking about a 2 to 3-minute break, so don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a fresh drink, and we'll continue our coverage of this event in just a few. We'll be right back.
A bunch of.
All right, welcome back to the action. This is the Seniors Championship final table. Final 4 players playing down to a winner. $756,000 up for grabs. My name is Rem Karinkama. Donnie Peters alongside me to provide you with commentary of what has already been an epic final table. Shout out to Aaron Chiles, who is a new member of our YouTube community, and everyone else watching and chatting with us on both PokerGo and YouTube. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It's been an awesome final table already. If you're catching us on YouTube, please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Blinds should be up to 500K, 1 million, I believe. As Hallett raises the button to 2.5 million.
Nope.
Hallett once again picking it up with a raise.
All right. Button is moved. What are the blinds now?
Blinds are 500,000 and 1 million.
14.
500K and 1 million are indeed the blinds. Let's get those graphics adjusted ASAP.
34.
Sorry about that.
34 plus 6. 40.
Yes, no, 500.
Okay. 40 million. 40 million, I think.
With these new blinds, Fahey on 16 bigs, Baxter on 21. So not in immediate danger just yet, but
fold.
Of course, those blinds and antes do add up quickly when you play four-handed.
Raise 2.5 million.
8,180 players started this event. Hard to even fathom that there are actual people that don't bust out during an event like this. But of course, someone has to win it. Fahey and Baxter colliding here.
Check.
You did just tell me to.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I apologize.
That's okay.
Baxter defending with Queen 8. Actually goes check on the flop.
Ladies first.
Check.
We're going to keep checking here. This is likely going to be a chop pot unless someone bets at it. Chop it up.
With the queen.
Eights with the queen.
Chop it up.
Well played.
2 million, 3 million. This is, think of that broken down, please. In the 500s. Yes. Thank you.
Move one of the.
Pardon?
Oh, you already three. Sorry, my bad.
And I believe we're
Phillies.
Position.
Yeah, well,
Worst
they've
position.
changed a lot of them to highest card by suit. I didn't know if it applied to this too.
They've been doing position
They,
the whole rest of the tournament.
That's what I
so.
want to hear. Okay, thank you.
I don't know, but I'll take y'all's word.
As long as the extra chip
Now,
comes your way.
I've had 2 other chops and it went by position, so to change it now would be.
Yeah, that's
You can get a floor call for later.
that's for summer card stud, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what I
All the stud games, all the stud games.
That is
Which
true.
always cracks me up because then sometimes you're going to like playing a 6 card then when you know what I mean? Like when you go to the, I don't play stud, but that's the only time.
You could go to 6 card. Well, no, you
Because you're
can't.
playing the position of, you're playing the suit. Never mind, we'll talk.
Yeah, well, shoot, then it's definitely the suit.
Action on Heimiller, 8-7 offsuit.
Oh, it's a different game here, different game.
Raise 2.6 million. Button is moved.
Yeah, studded. It's by suit. I wonder whether they do the for low ball. Would they go with a low suit?
No, no. In Raz, even they still do the high, which is
Because
weird. Everything's low, but
yeah,
they
to
still
make
the high
consistent.
carbide suit if it's a
so
five.
they don't have to.
Correct.
They don't have to.
That was what I heard too, to be consistent with all the stuff.
Be consistent, because stud high low is confusing. There's a high and a low, so then your mind's bent. Should they go low for low and high for high? You know. High all the way makes a lot because
King Jack off for Baxter here.
Both rules apply.
Going to come in for a raise.
2.2 million.
2.2 million.
Call.
Let's see if we're on.
Heads up.
Queen 8 Jack on the flop. Baxter flops a pair of jacks.
Check.
Fahey still with ace high.
Bet 2.2 million.
Baxter going to continue here, betting 2.2 million. Baxter takes this one down. Good timing for the legend, as he is now chipping up nicely, creating separation between him and Fahey. Of course, those pay jumps are massive, so good to get a hold of some chips at this point of the tournament. Oh, we got some carrots and celery going for Billy Baxter, staying healthy at all times. Baxter supported on the rail by his wife, his son, and his grandsons. I love how this event is a family affair. Lots of people cheering on their grandfather, grandmother, wife, husband.
Raise 2.5 million.
Hallett raising it up. Jack 8 suited.
Fold.
Not really.
Fold.
Go, Lonnie. Come on.
$1 million, sir. Thank you.
Oh wow, Fahey picking up ace jack suited on the button. She's gonna obviously come in for a raise here. Let's see what sizing she's going to pick. Keep in mind the graphic on the screen is a little bit off. We're playing 500K 1 million right now. So she only has 13 big blinds. 2 quick folds, and she's gonna take this one down.
Button is moved. Thank you.
$20, $36, $34.
Queen 9 suited for Fahey. Obviously, another great hand to raise with.
Raise 2.2 million.
Heimiller with pocket sevens. We know it always comes 7, so that's definitely a hand you're going to want to play.
Raise 6.2 million.
Wow, Donnie. Big raise in chips here from Heimiller. Applying the pressure on Fahey. On 13 bigs,
All
Donnie,
in,
would you prefer seeing her
all in?
shove?
Wow.
Oh, wow, she does go all in.
Can't imagine Heimiller is going to fold after that 3-bet.
Ooh.
Might not like it, but
a bit of grunting there. If you're Heimiller, though, how can you fold?
don't think you can. I think you have to go with this one.
Fahey taking a big risk here, moving all in with queen nine of clubs. It's for 15 big blinds. A double up here would be massive for her.
Okay, leave him. Okay.
She has not shown this kind of aggression before.
55.
Heimiller running the numbers in his head.
I am forced to call.
He says he is forced to call. He puts it in, and we're going to flip for a massive, massive pot. 32 million in the middle. Heimiller versus Fahey. Let us know in the chat. Do you want those sevens to hold up, or are you looking for perhaps a queen, a nine, a straight, a club? A lot of outs here with queen nine suited, Donnie.
Oh yes, of course.
Queen 9 to 7.
She is behind, but in a good position overall. Suited overs.
All right, let's see the flop here. Shannon Fahey needs to catch a card or two to double up. Ace 7-3.
Club.
Immediately a set for Dan Heimiller.
It always comes 7.
It always comes 7. I just said it. Running clubs now, the best option for Fahey, and it's not going to be there. Shannon Fahey eliminated in 4th place, and just like that, we are down to the final 3. Fahey took a stand with queen 9 suited. It backfired on her, and she now collects $269,000. And we are down to the final 3 players who are all guaranteed $356,000. Donnie, Billy Baxter once again finding the money ladder.
Finding the money ladder, getting closer and closer to that 8th WSOP gold bracelet.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And Dan Heimiller getting closer and closer to winning this event for the 2nd time.
Can you imagine that?
That is so absurd.
It's absolutely wild.
All right, I don't think that's what he was talking
Greatest
about.
seniors player of all time?
Absolutely.
Well, he says he's
Just an absolute crusher.
Didn't the 2 sevens stand up?
No doubt about it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, action.
Lonnie Hallett, meanwhile, still our chip leader with 97 big blinds. Billy Baxter to short stack on 27
okay, let me
bigs.
put it over here.
Excuse me,
Big
22
down.
bigs, of course.
I got my hand.
Oh, man.
Deuce to 7.
Oh, okay.
Billy Baxter's favorite game. Deuce to 7 single draw.
For sure.
Button is moved.
If you're joining us on YouTube, please smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. It's very much appreciated.
You have 1 million, 1 million.
Helps us out a lot.
Thank you. Button has been moved.
Donnie, given Heimiller's experience and stack size right now, would you make him the favorite to win this, or do you think Hallett has shown enough to you to be the favorite right now?
Slight edge to Heimiller, but I still think this is kind of anyone's game.
The reason is because I was.
Billy Baxter feels like he's just one double up, one big pot from probably being the favorite himself. I mean, Heimiller has the chips. He obviously has the experience, having been here before in this very tournament. So
probably 50% chance. Suited connector against that might pair is probably a 50-50. I don't even know what it is.
Pocket sixes for Heimiller in the small blind.
Okay.
Don't see him folding. Donnie, would you prefer seeing Heimiller call here, or is this a 3-betting kind of situation?
up against Hallett, I think you can just call here. He's obviously not going to listen to me and 3-bet this.
7 million.
Donnie, as a bit of side news here.
What's up?
The 25K PLO got 449 entries.
I mean,
which is 150 more than the 25K no limit got. How is that even possible? PLO is booming.
Because there are more options for high stakes, no limit players, so they can pick and choose better. When it comes to high stakes PLO, the options are few and far between. I think that's one reason why the PGT PLO series was so successful. Because these PLO players, you know, a lot of them mostly play high stakes PLO cash. Don't have a lot of tournament side of the World Series of Poker, and then you get something like the PGT PLO series. Obviously, you get these events. We have the record setter in the 10K PLO championship here with 731 entries. This one obviously smashes what it got last year. Last year had 264 entries, so absolutely crushing that number.
Unreal.
I'm assuming the 50K PLO that's still to come is going to be massive as well.
I cannot wait for them to announce the payouts. Registration just closed in that event.
I mean, you got to figure what, three millionaires in that one?
Wow, unreal.
Well, I got it again. That's why I like that game.
What, you like that hand?
I like that game. Deuce to
Oh,
seven.
yeah, that's right.
I catch it all the time. That's probably the reason I like it.
Seven.
Yeah.
Billy
Yeah.
Baxter, very, very short compared to
I
these
made
two big
that joke
stacks.
the other day. I hope you run like you usually do when your bracelet.
Yeah,
I told him the other day, I hope you run like you usually do in your bracelet events.
Yeah, that's
Because all his bracelet events are
He wished
low
that
ball.
hand on me.
Are they all low ball? All the World Series tournaments you won in low
All
ball?
of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Baxter 9-4 suited on the button. Just gonna let this one go. Of course, Billy Baxter hoping for a situation in which Hallett and Heimiller clash with two big hands. He would be happy to get down to heads up, receive that huge pay jump, and then try to battle it out in heads up play. But Heimiller and Hallett so far showing lots of poise. Both seem very focused and determined to take this one down. 8,000 people watching right now. Seniors event final table. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's get to 1,500 likes. We're almost there. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've been told that it helps us a lot. It helps us be discovered by more people. And of course, that means we can do more live streaming. So please subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot. We got a lot more poker action still to come at the WSOP. As Hallett raises it up with Queen 4 suited. Heimiller finds Ace-Jack offsuit in the small blind. Probably contemplating his 3-bet size again.
Raise 6 million.
Once again, Heimiller makes it 6 million to go.
Call.
And Hallett with the quick call here with Queen 4 suited in position.
Okay.
He came to play.
That is right. Play or go home, Remco.
Play or go home, exactly. Just the way Billy Baxter said it.
Heads up.
I'll bet out.
Excuse me? Did we see a flop yet? He bet blind.
And why not?
Dan Heimiller just bet blind.
Middle pair and a flush draw after betting blind.
What is happening? 2-pair for Hallett. A blind bet by Heimiller. We're three-handed in a World Series of Poker event with $750,000 up for grabs.
Is Hallett just gonna rip this in?
Like, don't adjust your settings or your TV or your computer. We have a blind bet of 5.5 million, and then this flop comes out. A pair and a flush draw versus 2-pair.
15 million is the bet.
15 million is the raise from Hallett. Are we going to see massive fireworks here, Donnie?
I feel like that's what we've been set up to see here. Heimiller has a pair of jacks. He has the nut flush draw.
What is
Can't
going
see
on?
Heimiller folding, but is he going to go all in? Is he going to just call? Seems like he's deep enough. He could do something kind of funky and click it back. I mean,
I bet blind for jokes sometimes, but this is not the time to joke around, ladies and gentlemen.
all in.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Here we go.
We're all in.
How would you like to be Billy Baxter in this spot?
Look at Billy Baxter. He's in shock. There's 138 million chips in the middle.
You have probably more chips than I do, right?
Dan Heimiller and Lonnie Hallett are just going for it. A blind bet leading to this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Lonnie Hallett and Heimiller flipping. Turn is a 3 of spades. Now, Hallett becoming the commanding leader with 2 pair. Heimiller, an ace, a jack, or a heart, or else he'll be eliminated. River card. It's a 5 of spades. We're heads up. Yes! We're heads up. Out of nowhere. Yes! Donnie, Billy Baxter, just sitting there.
That's a lot of chips.
Collecting the money.
Absolutely
how many stacks
wild
of these you got?
scene here. 3-handed the seniors.
What is going on?
Very close, isn't it?
I thought last night was epic with Queens versus Ace King. This might even be crazier.
6, 7, 8. I only got this and this. If that beats that, then you got me.
They're not letting me. Jason's piling on.
What a bizarre hand. Dan Heimiller eliminated in 3rd place. He's going to collect $356,000. Billy Baxter, laddering up. He is now heads up for his 8th World Series of Poker bracelet. He's already secured $473,000, and he's going for that top prize of $765,000 versus the Canadian farmer Lonnie Hallett, who holds an absolutely massive chip lead in this event.
All right, go ahead and count it again. I looks like I'm a little short.
Shades of Joseph Chong versus Jonathan Duhamel in the WSOP main event when John Reisner was in a similar situation that Billy Baxter is, sitting there on the sidelines while those two clashed, getting a massive pay jump when Duhamel ultimately took out Chong. Here, Hallett eliminates Heimiller. Billy Baxter gets a massive pay jump.
Well,
I mean,
14-ounce twice.
someone do a wellness check on Billy Baxter. He looks to be in shock.
It might be 50-50 on that one. Might be 50-50. What do you got? How many chips I got?
Live by the sword, you die by the sword. Dan Heimiller goes for it and goes out.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Dan Heimiller seemingly in shock as well, asking the dealer for a second verification of the chips, and he is indeed eliminated.
That's more.
20.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have the 2 hands of the summer. Yesterday and now today.
Can we just invite Dan Heimiller to come on every stream? He seems to really...
Heimiller involved in both of them.
Yeah.
The one yesterday was, of course, against Ron Fesh, and this one against Lonnie Hallett.
Unbelievable. This event has been off the charts.
Okay. Oh boy, I had to do that. I thought maybe I had a queen with a lower kicker. I could wait for the turn. No, I can't. Doesn't matter.
Dan Heimiller eliminated. Check out play.pgt.com to play free pick'em games and win your share of $5,000.
Can I get an in? I'm sorry?
Go check it out right now.
Like, I hate sitting side of
play.pgt.com.
In other words, I want to look at him. I don't want to look at y'all. I want to look at him.
14-ounce twice. Well, I got
Billy Baxter, old school.
Either put him over there and leave me here.
No, you got the. You taking this?
He wants to have a better look at his opponent. If you enjoyed that, all you have to do is smash like and subscribe to the channel. We'll try to do as many of these streams as possible. This has been absolutely incredible.
And I have the button.
Shout out to Francis on the rail, our sound guy, but also stage wrangler.
Bob Smith there, tournament director. He's about to put the bracelet on the table, but he's doing a lap with it to show it to the crowd.
Oh, we love it. Absolutely love it.
Getting everyone hyped up for the anticipation of this heads-up match.
Donnie, Matt Savage is going to be losing his mind with the quantity of chips in front of Lonnie Hallett.
That's too bad. Matt Savage ain't here.
Billy Baxter going heads up for his 8th World Series of Poker bracelet. The Poker Hall of Famer
not much.
Needs some help.
Maybe.
How many big blinds you got?
Donnie, we got 18 big blinds versus 145.
I can't believe what we just saw. I mean,
it couldn't have come down better.
I wasn't fully recovered from the Fesh Heimiller hand from yesterday, and now I have this. that we just saw.
Insane. I still cannot believe
okay.
that we've
No,
been
that's fine.
fortunate enough to witness these
I'll
two
use the other
epic
ones.
hands featuring Dan Heimiller on these two events,
I got people that
or
take
on these
care of
two
that.
senior event streams. Wow. Billy Baxter repositioning himself, counting out his chips, knows that he has an uphill battle coming his way. But Donnie, anything is
17.
possible at this point.
Anything is possible, and we know that the chips are going to fly.
Well, the one thing I'm worried about a little bit is that Lonnie Hallett has been very comfortable playing an aggressive style. Billy Baxter has been very comfortable playing a passive style, giving up to a lot of 3-bets. He cannot afford to do that right now because he's both severely short stacked and going up against an aggressive opponent.
I feel like this is when we're going to see Billy Baxter, the legendary gambler, come out, heads up poker, an extremely pure form of the game, mano y mano.
He had ace jack, yeah.
These guys in the chat still believe in Billy Baxter. Let us know in the chat.
Super close. Billy, get him. Yeah. Hey, easy. Yeah.
All right, good luck.
This is yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad it's you.
8,180 players started. 2 remaining.
Yeah.
Come on. 2 round of applause. 2 remaining. Come on. 1,000 players. Makes me tired just thinking about it. That being said, lines are 500,000, 1 million, 1 million. Don't say that very often. Shuffle up. All right.
Shuffle up and deal has been announced by Bob Smith. Billy Baxter versus Lonnie Hallett. Heads up for the bracelet in the 1K Seniors Championship. Is Billy Baxter going to be able to make a comeback? He's going to need a lot of help. 7 times in his career has he been able to close out during the heads-up stages. But right now, he's got a really, really tough opponent with a massive stack. First one goes to him, though. Jack 5 off, raising it up, and Donnie, as you said, perhaps finding that gear switch here during heads-up play. I just put a poll in our YouTube chat. 50% thinks that, or 52% thinks that Billy Baxter can make a comeback. People believe, Donnie. They believe in Billy Baxter.
How can you not? Look at all those chips for the Avenger. Lonnie Hallett.
Incredible stuff.
We haven't even hit a 1 million big blind yet.
3 million.
Thought for sure we'd be hitting that in this event, but this one.
The blinds are 500K, 1 million, with a million big blind. And our graphic is wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, we got "Oh Canada" being sung. Okay.
That happened before when Dan Adema was at the Limit Hold'em final table. Canadians sticking together here at the World Series of Poker.
Oh boy,
Just imagine, Donnie, if Doyle was still with us, he would have been watching the stream, watching his old pal Billy Baxter going for a bracelet. Gives me goosebumps thinking of that. Those guys, of course, battled for decades. And for Baxter to get another chance of winning a bracelet is really, truly something special.
All right, yeah.
If you're Lonnie Hallett, Donnie, the only thing you have to worry about is you cannot be thinking that this is already over.
Of course not. I mean, Baxter's still got 17 bigs to work with. I mean, 1 double up and he's certainly right in it with plenty of play, so can't get careless now.
Raise 3 million to keep the skin cold.
Sorry.
Baxter hasn't found anything so far. Just get shorter and shorter.
Welcome to Jonathan Cruz, one of our new moderators. Added one more to our team. I love rewarding regulars in the chat for their efforts. That's what we need next, Donnie, for PokerGO. We need some fans to help us moderate. Billy Baxter, 3 deuce suited. Let's see if we can get involved here.
Raise 2,600,000.
All in.
Raise all in.
Hallett moves all in with ace-5 off. Baxter lets it go, and Hallett takes another one down. We're aware of the graphics issue. Of course, we are on a long delay, so apologies for the blinds being off. Also added
2.5 million.
Christy as a moderator. Thank you so much for always being with us in the chat. Meanwhile, Billy Baxter getting shorter and shorter. The big line ante really, really hurting right now. What was that?
Is that you guys?
All right, only 11 million left here for Billy Baxter. Feels like any hand now that he's going to be all in for the first time.
All in.
All in.
Queen deuce offsuit. Billy Baxter moves all in. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lonnie Hallett finds ace-8 suited. That is, of course, a premium hand during heads-up play, and Billy Baxter is at risk for his tournament life as Lonnie Hallett is one showdown away from winning the $1,000 Seniors Championship. Can he outlast Billy Baxter in this hand?
Aces in the window.
Calling for an ace in the window.
Yeah.
Billy Baxter calmly sitting back, awaiting the flop here. Let's see it. An 8 in the window, a 7 and a 6 behind it. Hallett extending his lead here. Baxter looking for a queen and a queen only at this point, or he'll be eliminated in second place. Turn card is the 3 of spades. Baxter down to just 3 outs. He needs to hit a queen, or else this event is done. It is the 8 of spades, and Lonnie Hallett from Alberta, Canada, wins the Seniors Championship. Tremendous showing
What the fuck just happened?
by Poker Hall of Famer Billy Baxter.
Yes! Holy shit. That is fucking crazy.
His run falls short in second place, collecting $473,000 for his efforts. But Lonnie Hallett, the man of the hour, crushing this final table, taking home $765,000 for his efforts. And there it is, Donnie. He picks it up. It's all his.
It is all his, as is that pile of cash.
How does that
Wow.
even happen? How does that even happen?
Doesn't sound like he believes it. Asking what just happened.
Yes.
Lonnie Hallett better hold on to something.
All right.
He's about to fall over. This man looks dizzy.
Yes.
Wow, what a tremendous final table.
2-3.
Much love for all who competed. It was an honor to call the action here of this final table. Billy Baxter, once again, a tremendous competitor, finishing in second place. Bob Smith there to hand the bracelet to Lonnie Hallett from Alberta, Canada. As I said before, this gives me a chance to thank everyone in the chat for being with us here today. What a blast this was, the Seniors Championship. Absolutely mental action. My name is Remco Rinkema. Donnie Peters alongside me. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back soon with more action from the 2023 World Series of Poker. On your way out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.